Good afternoon, this is Occupier Kaylin coming to you live from the corner of 3rd Street and 7th Crocker Street. This is governing under the influence, and somewhere in that building there, the Veterans Memorial Community Choice Auditorium used to be just known as Veterans Auditorium. A bunch of Republicans are going to be whooping it up in there, and so what is going on here is vertical banners, and this will be a little protest of the Republicans doing their nasty thing. And these banners are to make passersby aware that we are governed under the influence of corporations and the 1%. And we're waiting for more people to show up. Hello. Now I got a few signs in there for people to hold if they want.
Yeah, where's Ben Carson? Go down there or this one over here? For
what? Ben Carson.
Oh, that's in this event right here.
Yeah.
I think you can enter right down here or right over there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It'll save you going up the hill. These banners have been displayed elsewhere, and this particular one is related to the military-industrial complex. And the signs that I brought, 2 of them are related to that. Well, actually, all of them. That's ones I selected. And then I made another one last night that said, "All wars are Rikers wars." Got some no shooting pictures. Although when the wind swirls, that can be a problem. Did you forget a piece?
Right there.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different entrances. Plus the skywalk, if people are in there, they can go through that skywalk to get into there. So, this big monster right here is Wells Fargo Arena, which I call Hells Fargo Arena. And tonight will be an Iowa Barnstormers Arena football game. So the sound that you're currently hearing over the traffic is the announcements that are broadcast from that building out the loudspeaker, and that's just on a repeater. One of them.
He was at the Black Lives rally.
Yeah, the one at the bridges? Yeah, despite the rain, that was a good one. It'd be nice to have 500 people there, but we'll take what we can get. Okay, that one is in position now. We're going to set up the other one. This event is sponsored by the American Friends Service Committee. That is a very, very activist Quaker group. And they're active all over the country. They have taken part in some of the other protests, Black Lives Matter, immigration-related ones, workers' rights, farmers' rights, all kinds of issues they're involved in, anti-war, especially anti-war, and they have done solidarity actions for the people of Palestine. The prison industrial complex. Yeah, you don't have a weight for that one, do you? Have to use body weight. One time, when we were over at Harkin Steak Fry, someone went and got bags of cat litter and put them on there.
Yep, that was Kathleen.
Yeah. And I have 2 big bags of cat litter at home that I don't use because it's not the clumping kind. But it would be too difficult for me to haul it because it's so heavy. But if someone wants to come and get them from me for use for these things, I will gladly donate them. I think someone somewhere had similar things like these and filled them with water. You could, if there's a hole, you could fill it.
Have that.
You just don't do it. Second one is up now. The third one is going to be put up. The way these posts work is you put the clips on, and then you put the top bar on, and put the cap on, and then you can attach the banner to the top bar and then slide each segment up just like I do when I'm expanding my monopod, and then you would clip the holes of the banner onto it, and then you keep sliding it up until you got them all attached. Got an uncooperative one here.
Hey, grab it, man. Thanks.
This one that he's having trouble with is related to drones. Has a picture of a drone on it. There, you got it. That's showing it who's boss. Oh, someone is honking.
Hey, I got gifts for you.
Yeah. I'm going to pull double duty for a few. While he gets something out of his backpack. These things aren't weighted, so because it's windy, I could easily take these and mess them up. He got some flyers. That he will be offering to passersby. And I have my signs on the other side of the planter. Keeping my lens towards the Wells Fargo Arena because I got the sun to my left. I'm standing perpendicular to how I'm holding my monopod. Because right now it's sunny, but I threw umbrellas in my bag that I have my signs in. Once these things are on, the wind can take them around all the way because they are just loose. They're not because the clips are on rings that just slide onto the pole. And the wind can whip it around and it won't wrap around because it's free floating. And the top can rotate.
I'm going to be taking
there may be honks. Someone was honking, I thought honking for these, but honking at someone else. They're trying to get someone else's attention, but there may be honks in support of the messages that are on these banners.
Thank you. We'll probably just move this out.
That one is being repositioned.
Yeah, I sure appreciate your coming to all these events.
Yep.
Doing that.
Yep.
Awesome. That's awesome.
The only problem is when it's bright and it it'd be
Kinda hard, isn't it?
hard to see the screen, but I can still look at the chat, see if anyone's commenting.
Yeah.
I can see how many viewers I got, but I have to put that number against something dark. I got like 8 viewers.
Hey, that's cool.
And anyone who knows where to find us can see it. And then there's a website, a new one, that was created last year for a list of streamers. It's called freedomfighterstreams.com.
Really cool.
Yeah, and it's actually a lot better than Citizen Streams because Freedom Fighter Streams takes in streamers who use not only Ustream but Bamboozer, the Livestream mobile, or Livestream desktop,
Cool.
or Twitcasting.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Yep, there you go, freedomfighterstreams.com. I told a guy who's taking some pictures about that site that it has more available than citizenstreams.com because the guy who created it, known as Rob Tomorrow on the Livestream channel chats, that's his screen name. He created that himself, and he pulls streamers, like I told him, from several platforms, not just Ustream or Bamboozer or Livestream, but Twitcasting.
Right.
And it shows which channels are live. It shows which restream channels are live, like Global Occupy News Network or Activist World News Now or Global Revolution or other restream channels that can be up, rebroadcasting individual streams like mine. And earlier today I was in live stream the Global Occupy News Network and watching a feed from Spain, but the audio on that one was not quite what I wanted. Otherwise I would have done a summary translation for the viewers. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay,
There's a piece in front.
There we go. We have the Pentagon Sacred Cow. And we have 2 others. People playing the role of corporate-owned politicians. That's their role. They have a corporate logo, one, and they're holding supersized martini glasses as part of their character, how they're playing their characters. And because this particular protest is about the military-industrial complex and corporations in general, plus 1% owning our political system. That's what's the subject of this, and that's why we have the sacred cow. And it is not in no way any offense to Hindus who regard cows as a sacred animal. That euphemism has been used for political things where politicians want to fund certain things that they will do everything they can to try to keep those things funded, like the military-industrial complex, or prisons, for-profit prisons, for-profit education, privatization of health services. Oh! That shows that the wind is whipping it up pretty good today, so. someone will have to hold that banner. Which I could do since I just have my monopod. There goes a truck that actually has a lighted billboards on the sides. It didn't stick around long enough for me to try to get a good look at it, but that is something new. I've never seen that for the first time. Advertisements or messages on big LED screens, or I think they're LEDs. Okay. Hopefully the wind won't take it.
I don't think it should. Maybe I'll put it over on the other side over there.
Yeah. They're gonna go have a little fun. They're gonna go take a walk. But I'm gonna stay down here. I think what those two women are gonna go do is see if they can talk to some people and let them know what's going on with our political system. And he is gonna go take pictures of them. And I'm gonna stay right here on this corner. Especially if the wind's at your back and not at your front. I don't know how long we're going to be out here, but I'll stay out here for as long as these guys are out here. Again, for those just tuning in, either directly on Ustream or through live stream, rebroadcast, this is Occupier Kaylin. I am at the corner of 3rd and Crocker, outside of the Veterans Memorial Community Choice Auditorium. And there's Wells Fargo Arena. That's my name for Wells Fargo Arena. This is a visual protest against the military-industrial complex and the Republicans who are having a big do in part of that building there. And we picked this corner for street visibility because we have people coming in off the freeway. We have people coming in from other areas, going to other events that are in this whole complex. See, there's a skywalk there that connects the Wells Fargo Arena with what's called Hy-Vee Hall, which is a set of rooms that can be used for different events. I attended events in there. And plus the arena football game that will take place later tonight. And so these banners are letting passersby know that our government is owned by corporations that want to fund war instead of funding things that actually benefit people. So people are sometimes looking, sometimes not. But the main thing is the message is being put out there. Wells Fargo is one of those corporations that handles transactions for these other corporations. And they pay big bucks to get their name on this building. So we picked this corner because we don't want to make people think that we're protesting a football game. But yet we wanted good street visibility, and this is it. Because it's a Saturday, people are maybe also going to other events in the city or doing shopping and are just driving through here, or they're coming from somewhere else, going back home. They can see these. Drivers who have to wait for the light to turn red, they can be kind of like a captive audience because they have to wait for the light to change it to their favor so they can see these. See, checking the chat. Yep, thanks for putting that link, the URL for Freedom Fighter streams into the chat, then people can go see that. Okay. Again, I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. This is my home turf. I am at the corner of 3rd and Crocker, 3rd Street and Crocker Street. We are protesting an event that is going on inside that building where Republicans are having a high dollar event, and we are protesting specifically the military industrial complex. Got yourself some cuteness. Of course, I just had to give a mom some kudos on her cute kids. It's for their future that we're doing this. The banners that are here, I'm going to extend my monopod so I can show you exactly what they look like close up. This first one that I'll raise it up to has a drone on it, and it's specifically about drones and that they kill too many civilians. And this one is about it's got barbed wire on fence, so it's like a prison wire. Don't know how well you could see that one. And this one has wings flipping it, but it has missiles on it. shorten up my stick. So I hope you could see those. But I just want to try to give you a close up of those banners, what's on them. The message is that, yeah. Oh, crap. I guess there's not enough weight on it.
Thank you. You might move that box.
If it's just going to keep sliding because it's... There you go. Maybe they'll stay. Back to double duty again. I'm going to backpack in this box. There's not enough weight. The wind took it and knocked it down. And some passers-by picked it up. So I'm going to stay by this one. Just give you a little look at what's going on around me. There are people just walking across the street. Hello. Hello. Some with bags, so they're either carrying something for an exhibition or they're traveling.
Still your girl though, right?
Yeah, this group took a look while they waited for the light to change in their favor. Clouds are getting a little thicker. I was just looking to see if the Sacred Cow and his companions have come back yet, but nope. There's a little cutie. You are too cute. He is certainly teaching her about watching the traffic lights. My cohorts here gave Dad a flyer to tell him what's going on with our political system and the military-industrial complex. So flyers are being handed out. Some people take them, and some dope or some throw them away.
Should be a few more coming pretty soon. Had to get one made, a couple things.
There is a bit of a chance of rain sometime this afternoon. Maybe we'll dodge it. Maybe it won't rain till we all leave. There's some more cuteness.
What do you guys have going on? Oh, okay. How fun.
It's a military-industrial complex. Our government is owned. Got a captive audience with these drivers waiting for the light to change in their favor, so they got something to look at. So far, only heard a couple of honks since we started this, but that's okay. Yep, he took them. Oh, cutie alert! Look at this cuteness! She must have been using GPS on her phone to find something. Big clouds moved on. Yep, we are doing this for the benefit of those little cuties that keep passing by here. It's their future. I got one hand on my monopod and the other hand I'm holding this banner pole so the wind doesn't take it again. Yeah, he's talking to another guy passing by. More people just coming and going and either looking or not looking.
What's up, brother? Hey, just got your text, man.
Is he gonna park and then join us?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that guy that just stopped, he's gonna park. Although he'll probably have to park a few blocks away and then walk back here, then he'll join us. The wind is really whipping it up. Out-of-towners looking at our banners. Don't know if they get the message, but they looked. And he's looking. Oh, here they come. The sacred cow and its buddies are back.
Hello, Kevin. I missed it. The lady was having a drink on the way in.
Yeah, I saw that.
Got out of her limousine. I was standing right there.
And she had on these red shoes.
Kevin, take our picture. Yes.
Uh,
My phone, please.
Yeah,
Should we be on the other side where the sun is?
yeah, Senator, although
Somebody has that.
Wait. Wait.
Too funny.
Cutting media over here.
Fine. Where's your media? Well, we...
Well, it's just up here. Well, we've been up here like
Trickling in, though.
not so much. It's mainly from up here.
The other thing that's kind of cool about this corner is that it's not just those people we want to like question. I think that's what that is. That's it. Again, the other thing about this street is like, maybe people will think about it. If
Yeah.
we're like, if people are walking and standing here, like for you to be seen, it gives us more visibility, even if they're not the public. It's just the
Yep.
general population.
It's like special.
Yeah, we even had some out-of-towners. There are some out-of-towners who went by and took a look at these things. So, yeah, it's working.
You guys want to?
Again, for those just joining, we have the Pentagon Sacred Cow and 2 corporate-owned legislators.
I mean, let's take a walk around the block, but let's keep in mind that as they cross here,
And
so we can
they're wearing corporate logos
like
of one of the companies that are in the military-industrial complex. And they're using their visual to draw attention to the same issue of that corporations and the rich are benefiting off of the mass murder of innocent people. There she's looking. I've got people coming in all directions. They're going to events in these buildings, and are coming from events in these buildings, so that's why this corner is picked. And plus, Republicans are here, and a portion of this building that I'm pointing at. Now they're going to go take a walk around the perimeter again. Try to get the public's attention to the fact that our government is owned and that there's profit being made off of death. Staying here with these other 2 because someone has to hold these banners because they're not weighted, and then we'll take them.
What's up, buddy?
Come out. No, you're not right. I didn't even pick up.
A couple more guys showed up to talk to him, a couple of his friends.
But yeah, it's just like.
He's telling his 2 friends about the Pentagon Sacred Cow and the 2 legislators making their walk around the block. Of course, they're just women playing the role of corporate-owned legislators. That's why they're wearing the tags that they're wearing, and plus corporate logos. He's explaining the military-industrial complex. The way that the military is acting and operating is the problem. You know, a military force in and of itself is proper for national defense or for internal emergencies, where they have the capability to do things that a civilian entity can't do or can't do as effectively. Like for instance, in 1993, when we had a flood here in Des Moines that took out the water treatment plant, thus leaving the city without running water. There goes that truck with the lighted billboards on it. I hope you got a better look at it than the first time it went around. But anyway, back in '93, the Iowa National Guard was ordered by the governor to bring its resources to do sandbagging and emergency levee repair. And they also had the ability to bring in lots of water from other sources so that we could have water in the city. Now, people had to go get it. Like residents had to go get it from distribution points. And I went to one that was operated by the Guard. So I was getting my water from soldiers. So that's a good thing that military can do. But the mass murder of innocents, especially with drones and just missiles fired willy-nilly, and invading countries not to quote-unquote bring democracy, but to bring destruction and bring profit for the military contractors. It is the contractors and the bankers that are really the winners here. Don't think that's bright enough in there. His other friend that drove by in a red car, he's parking, and on his way he'll be coming back here once he parks. But it'll take him several minutes because he has to park a few blocks away, because all parking in this immediate area is either reserved or full. And the extra voice you're hearing is coming out of the Wells Fargo Arena. It's a looped recording of announcements and promotion of the Iowa Barnstormers Arena football team and their game tonight. And just promoting that. So that's the recorded voice that you hear on a loop. That one is that truck that goes around again. That one seemed to have an environmental message on the one side. I didn't get a good look at the back. If it doesn't stop, then I really can't get a good look at it to give you a good look at it. But that lighted billboard, someone is doing that in conjunction with this little protest here. And I'll also be watching for the Pentagon Sacred Cow and his two legislator friends to come back here. They're walking around that building there to try to make people aware of the fact that our government is owned and that profit is being made off of death. there are people walking back and forth in all directions, going to events here, coming from events here, plus people driving in all directions. So this is a perfect spot. I'm at 3rd Street and Crocker Street. That is, I call it Hells Fargo Arena. My name for Wells Fargo Arena because Hells Fargo is the big bank that is running the money on all this crap, or a lot of it, among other shady things that they've done. I will never have any kind of account in a Hells Fargo bank, although I have dropped into one to exchange a $20 bill for a couple of rolls of quarters so I could do laundry. But only out of convenience. Yeah, she's got signs, but I don't know what those are for because that one looks like a sign that's in several pieces. So they have to assemble the poster boards to form the word or the phrase that they want to do. And they're going, I have no idea where they're going with that, but that looks like something totally different than what we're doing here. There's a honk, but I don't know if that was for us or for someone to move. It could have. These women in it looks like they may be Barnstormer cheerleaders because they are wearing black and tan uniforms. I think that one on the back may be another one of those, it's an environmental sign. Because it didn't stop, I didn't get a good look at it, but I tried to give you a good look at the side of it. Now the wind is picking up, so I apologize for that noise also, but I'm holding onto this banner so it doesn't get knocked over again. These things are not weighted down. There's nothing put in them that can hold them down. These gray bases. You can take a cap off to open it up and you can pour something in it to weight it down. Either sand or cat litter or water or something like that to weight it down, and then when you're done with it you could empty it out to make it light for transportation. And I told the guys earlier I have 2 bags of cat litter at home that I don't use because it's not clumping litter, the kind that I prefer to use for Mila, my tuxedo cat. So I offered them to this group, American Friends Service Committee Local, for use for banner pole weights. But I would have to have someone come and get them from me because they are just too crappin' heavy. And I can't get my trike unlocked yet because I have to borrow a cable cutter or buy one from somewhere. Because I busted the key in that lock, so I can't open it. And I don't think I can get that key fragment out to try to salvage it, so I'm just gonna try to get someone to, if I can borrow a cable cutter or have someone do it for me. And I'll go that route, otherwise I'll have to buy one myself. Then I can ride my trike again. In the meantime, I'll just do things other ways. So I think his two friends are gonna take off. I don't know. There goes that lighted truck again. That thing is pretty cool. I've seen the other trucks that just have the billboards that are not lighted or animated. It's just applied on or painted on. They're purely for advertisement. But this is the first time I've seen a digital one. Is offering her a flyer about the military-industrial complex and the fact that our government is owned and it's governing under the influence. Hashtag GUI for governing under the influence. Military-industrial complex is what's focused on here, but these banners that have text relating to drones, missiles, and prison wire for either military bases or a prison industrial complex. Or some kind of a military detention center like Guantanamo, which in my opinion is housing innocents. Someone who was captured by the U.S. military as young as 14. Someone who just hasn't really found his place in Afghani society, so in my mind he was falsely accused. And our tax dollars are being wasted on that crap. Sorry about that. I was lifting my shades to try to, as I'm holding the banner post with one hand so that the wind doesn't take it. Well, who said this isn't live? I'm live. Yeah, I hope you like that truck. That's pretty darn cool. Yeah, I'm showing live here, so I've got good signal. I'm burning data because there's no Wi-Fi out here. So I hope I'm live. I'm still broadcasting.
Really long banners, the U.S. budget.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we had a...
Like right here to like over there. Or like right here to right here. I don't know really what the best sort of position for that. Like it's really long too. Like it'll be from that from right there. Or it could just... What if we did this?
I just extended my monopod and I stuck it in my purse so I could kind of have a hands-free, but it might spin.
Right there,
So
you'd have to stand back a little bit.
the only problem is I don't want to let go of this.
See how big it is. Grab it.
it's double rolled on itself. So it's folded. Yeah, that's the same one that was in front of the federal building a while back. Yeah.
It's like a finish line. You were right. I told you, dude.
Yep.
It's the
See, the red on this is the military, and then the other colors on this banner are other sections of the U.S. federal budget. So we don't have enough people to hold it here unless one holds the banner post with one hand and then the budget banner end with the other. Yeah, I stuck my monopod in my purse and it's right next to my T-ball, so it's kind of stable. So it's a little wobbly, but it is stable, so a little more stable than just if it didn't have something to push against it.
my only thing is like that'll be right there, like these cars will be right here and you might kind of block it.
So they're discussing what to do with that particular banner, if they still want to try to hold it to display it. Yeah, that one would be a three-person banner because if just two, then the middle portion might want to tend to sag. Okay, what they're going to do. I'm going to turn. I didn't want to turn it the other way because I don't want to get the sun. I don't want to blind you. Looks like they're going to try that.
It'll be good if we move up there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, let's
Try it out and see what happens.
yeah, if you're going to try
We can come back and get this stuff out. Let's just try this out and see what happens.
we are going to experiment with
It doesn't have to be perfect.
displaying this banner.
Except just
I am moving up here. Actually, we're going to another corner. We left the bags at that other corner. We'll be going back for them. But we're just going to do this as an experiment. That's okay. Put my hand over, try to shield a little bit. Got some trees that block some of the sun. So now we are going up to 5th Street. There's that truck going by. I tried to give you a look at the back end of it. Yeah. Okay, now switch positions. Now we are lining Crocker Street. There goes one guy with a huge lens on that camera. There was supposed to be media over here. As you can see over this parking lot, that's the 5th Street entrance of the Community Choice Auditorium, which used to be known simply as Veterans Auditorium.
Should we do this on the other side? Like move on down on that side? Or do you think we can do it right here?
Yeah, the pole bags are down there.
Yeah, I'll go grab that.
But they're by the planter, and my sign bag is down there, and also that one martini glass belonging to
John? Or somebody? You just hold this. I'm going to grab stuff down there. I'll be back to that.
We got asked to leave. I know what I mean. Like, really? Heaven's not surprised.
were you not owned enough? Not
You know
big
what?
enough?
We were the welcoming committee. People were not smiling before we started welcoming them, to be quite honest. They're not a smiling crew.
Oh, I wonder why.
I couldn't tell you.
Your other martini glasses down there, so he went to go grab my. I had a bag with some signs in it, but didn't.
It was so weird. He let us stand there for quite a while before he left.
Oh, wow!
I know. Yeah.
I'm switching hands. Yeah, that LED truck that's going around, I had not seen that before. Today is the first time I've seen that thing.
I haven't seen it. What was it of?
But it's the one side that's facing in. It's like showing an environmental message, but there's something on the back and then there's something on the other side. So it's really cool. It's just been driving around this whole complex.
Good.
You know, this whole block they've been driving around. They'll probably do it for a little while longer. In fact,
Yeah, the red is the military part.
it's over there. If you look over there,
Oh, okay.
you see it?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so whoever wants to get space on it just pays. They probably just program the displays
Yeah.
and pay the driver, and yes, that's pretty darn cool. of slow, so I try to give you another look at the back end of it.
Can I switch places with you? I should be by the military part.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you want me to hold? Oh, never mind. Okay.
You got it. Spend it.
I had to have a drink, so
Warn me about that stuff. Yeah, associate.
okay, so for those just now joining me, this is Occupier Caitlin. I am on Crocker Street, in between 3rd Street and 5th, closer to 5th Street. I am outside the Community Choice Veterans Memorial Auditorium, part of the Iowa Event Center. Inside a section of that building is a group of Republicans having a big do, and this protest is regarding the military-industrial complex. This huge banner, this long banner, that takes 3 people to hold because you don't want the middle to sag. The red portion is the ratio of military to all the other budget items, which are in other colors. And these vertical banners are related to the military-industrial complex, profiting off of war, profiting off of death. The farthest one has missiles, the middle one has a drone, and this one has a barbed wire, like prison wire or military base perimeter wire. And then the bottom of all of these, who profits, who pays. So there's the banksters and military-industrial complex, the contractors that provide the military, and the spies with what they need to do their dirty work, and then they dictate to the politicians what to do. So instead of funding things that will make the people of this country prosper, you know, helping the poor, helping people get a good education, helping people get good health care, you know, job training, things like that, helping the disabled and the elderly, you know, protecting the environment, protecting animal rights. It goes to the military, and they want to push everything else out, just like the conservatives in UK and Canada, although Harper's days are numbered because there are only 2 conservative governments left in Canada. Newfoundland has a conservative premier and legislature, and of course a federal government in Ottawa. But the austerity for the 99% is what's funding the rich and the military contractors. and their lobbyist funds. So this little action is bringing people awareness of that as they come to and from other events that are taking place in this whole complex. This Iowa Event Center can have several events going on at the same time because of the
but we're taking off at 5, bro.
buildings that are connected, and its division of the buildings, especially that one, is divided into several different spaces. And so the Republican whoop-de-doos in one section and other events are in other sections, and later in the arena over there, Wells Fargo Arena, the Barnstormers.